Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Leach, back here with another reaction video. Make sure y'all hit that sub button, turn them noties on it. Make sure y'all follow the socials on screen to be much appreciated. I give thanks to the man above for another day. God bless. I love y'all, man. And yeah, let's get ready to it. As y'all can see, the college football playoff is set to remain at 12 teams going into next season. Could it change in the future?
That's the latest from our Brandon Marcello. A formal announcement expected later today.
Big Ten and SEC couldn't agree on format before today's deadline.
Off the table for the future. The Big Ten, the SEC hold all the cards in terms of expansion.
I like it staying at 12 teams, bro.
Like I don't for next season.
Because if you expand it,
break
bro,
it all down, my guy himself, Brandon Marcello,
obviously more games,
football analyst, and Brandon, your reaction to the news today?
Let me pause real quick. Because even if you expand it, let's say you expand it to like 16 teams. 17th and 18th team left out, bro, they're going to be pissed just like the 13th and 14th team was in the 12th team. Like, I don't think it really changes none, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, Notre Dame, they didn't deserve to get in this past playoff, bro. They didn't. They lost to Miami. They lost to Texas A&M. So why did they deserve to be in the top 12? They didn't. And they're not even in a conference either. Like, maybe if y'all would join a conference, maybe y'all would have been in. But y'all not even, even in a conference, so you can't really sit there and bitch. Like I don't feel like you're not getting away from the bitching if you expand it. Like, it's just gonna be more games. Like, that's it. Like, that's just my opinion on it.
Not surprised. This has been trending this way for the better part of the last 3 months. And the issue here, of course, is the Big Ten and the SEC. They hold the voting control power over the CFP, and they both disagree on what the format should be in the immediate future.
I like it staying at 12 teams, bro. I did not want
the SEC,
to expand,
like
bro.
the other power conferences, wants to expand, but expand to 16 teams. The Big Ten wants to go to 24 teams.
Yeah, it's 12 teams for at least one more season, so maybe after next year it gets expanded, which I'm not gonna like.
What's surprising to me, though, is that they kicked this can down the road another week. They met for their annual big powwow meeting on Sunday on the eve of the national championship game, and they all skedaddled out of the room, didn't want to talk to reporters, were running away saying, hey, we still have time, we still have time. But it was very clear, and it has been very clear for the last few weeks, that there is just too many logistical obstacles in the way, in addition to just the absolute philosophical differences between the Big Ten and the SEC, for this to ever get done this year.
The crazy thing to me, Brandon, you mentioned it there, and I also did at the top. When you talk about the two schools or the two conferences, the Big Ten, the SEC, last time I checked, it's a Power Four out there. Why do they have so much power in expansion talks?
I'll put it simply. Remember all that conference realignment we had a few years ago where all the other conferences other than the Big Ten and the SEC got scared that the Big Ten and the SEC might break away and go do something. So when they were coming up with this new contract for the CFP, a 6-year deal with ESPN. In addition to that,
let me know in the comment section down below. Do y'all agree with my opinion on it or not?
Let's give them the control.
Because I feel like it's a valid,
so that we still have a CFP.
If you expanded to 16 teams, like 17 to 18 is going to be mad. You expanded to 20, 21, 22 would be mad if they don't get in. You expanded to 25, 26, 27 would be mad.
Desperate
everybody
in that room was just a few years ago when there was all this realignment going on in conferences, and people were afraid that, the Big Ten and the SEC are more powerful than ever, and maybe they go do their own postseason, and maybe they even merge or do something. So, as most things, most decisions in college football and college athletics are made, it's usually reactive, and it's usually out of some type of fear. And this decision was made a lot out of fear.
So we keep kicking the can down the road because now it's funny that, there was conversation every time this year, 16, 24, if we're looking at 2027 and beyond, what needs to happen if we're really looking at expansion?
For 2027, 2028.
The SEC and Big Ten have to be on the
leave
same
it at
page,
12,
number
bro,
one.
please, bro.
The Big Ten has been willing
go back to
to
4.
compromise, but still, they've got the idea of 24 that no one else has. My sources told me
if they
a
was
few
to
weeks
go
ago
back,
that
if they was to go back to 4, bro, like, it would just make it much competitive again. Like, college football is still competitive, to this day, but I'm saying when there was only 4 spots, bro, if you lost one time, bro, you was not getting in it. Depending who you lost to. Like, if you lost, let's say, like, Alabama, let's say they was ranked, like, 3, and they played, like, unranked South Carolina and they lost, bro, they're probably not getting into 14 playoff, bro. Like that's nowadays. There's 12 teams. You lose a couple times, you'll probably still get in, and you don't have to. You win your conference, you can still get in. Like I don't know. I missed a 4 team, but expanding it past 12, bro. If you're gonna do that, you might as well just go back to 4, in my opinion. Like
Big Ten was pitching an idea of, well, let's expand to 16
I
teams
don't
like everybody wants, but only do it for 2 to 3 years with the promise
but I'm
and
thinking
guarantee
next
that we
year
will
it's
go
gonna
to
go past
24
12.
teams.
Like
And their idea for that
I'm
was it would
80%
keep everybody
positive
happy in the
it'll
interim,
probably go
but
past
it would
12
also
next
allow
year.
these conferences time to sunset their championship
Which I hope
games,
not,
their
but
conference championship games, because in the
it
new
probably
24 team format, no one's going to want to play their conference championship games because there'll be too many games on the schedule. And of course, you have to deal with your media contract deals and everything with that to unwind them to get to that point. The idea that we were ever going to be able to go to 24 teams overnight is a bit ludicrous, at least from the people I've talked to
crazy,
in my sources. So the idea that the Big Ten was wanting to go to 24 and do so immediately was pretty much a non-starter, even just from a logistical standpoint. Let's forget the philosophical standpoint among all the conferences. But the Big Ten's idea of a compromise for 2 to 3 years moving into that 24-team thing thought that maybe they would get some nibbles from the SEC and the other conferences, but they did.
It's the Big Ten that wants to go to a 24-team playoff. Yo, are we fucking serious, Big Ten? What? Yo, no. It can't be the Big Ten, bro. Nah, no way. 24? Like, are y'all crazy, bro? Like, what kind of, like, this is crazy as hell, bro.
But Brandon, I'll tell you this. What will be fascinating is that over the next 10 months, because the next deadline coming up is December 1st, where they have to decide if they want to expand for the 2027 season, is that I know several SEC athletic directors who I've spoken to since last spring saying that they like the idea of a 2014 playoff. Now, Greg Sankey and the commissioner have said,
alright, yeah. I'm just gonna walk away, bro. Like, the Big Ten and the SEC want a 2014 fucking playoff, bro. Like, that's not gonna be college football. Then what's the point of a top 25, bro, if there's 24 playoff spots? Like, yo, it doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, college football, bro, like, please go back to the 14 playoff, bro. Please. Like, no one's trying to see this.
But let's remember, last spring meetings, the SEC, the coaches spoke up about expansion. And they also spoke up about conference scheduling. And all of a sudden, the tenor changed within the SEC within a matter of days. So when the spring meetings come again in the SEC, I wonder if we might see those several athletic directors I've spoken to, and maybe there are more, speak up in these meetings and go, Commissioner Sankey, we actually would like to entertain this 2014 playoff. We want to hear more about it. What's going on with this? So this will be something, again, much like the last year, we're going to hear about CFP expansion pretty much every month up until next December. So stay tuned. It'll always change. It'll always develop. But once again, we are assured more drama in the boardroom.
Don't worry. We'll be at 24 and we'll be at 64 in a couple years.
Brandon, bro,
like,
you're not understanding, bro. It's still going to be an issue when there's 24 fucking teams, bro. Like these guys don't know what they're talking about, bro. Like a 24 team playoff doesn't solve anything. 25 and 26 left out's gonna be mad. Just like if you go back to a 14 playoff, like I said, 5 and 6 could have their case. And with the 12 team playoff, you got 13 and 14, which was Notre Dame that didn't even want to play in a bowl game because they didn't make the playoffs. Like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, I don't know. It's not gonna change anything. Like, it really isn't.
Again, it's always to see. It's just more schools. Why not? It just make it like March Madness. We'll see how that pans out. Brandon, Marcelo, you and
just
I.
Make it like
more
March
schools.
Madness.
Why
But
not?
hey, bro, this ain't basketball though. Like, this is football, bro. I'm not trying to see 24 fucking teams, bro. Like, I'm just not. March Madness is cool. I like how they do. I love it. But if you're gonna expand it to 24, just go back to 4. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know your opinion. Do you want it to go to 24? Would you like for it to go back to 4? Which that's probably never gonna happen, but I just threw that in there because, like, I'm not trying to see 24 teams, bro. I'm just not. But yeah, make sure y'all follow the socials on screen. Be much appreciated. I love y'all. About peace.